What is going on, everybody? This is Jonathan Farrell, and today I wanted to go over a complete case study of how we successfully launched a full webinar that drove over 300 people to the webinar itself and generated tens of thousands of dollars in closed sales. So we did all of this utilizing AI. Everything that I'm about to show you is something that you can do utilizing a couple of different tools. I will highlight all the different tools that will be made available to you as well. And I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process that I took to generate the funnel, generate all of the ad copy, generate all of the marketing content, and drive over 300 people to this webinar, which resulted in a lot of different ticket sales for this live event coming up. So I'm super excited to go over this. Let's go ahead and get into the video right now. So first things first, I used three different things. Okay, there's three different AI tools that I used, and I'll tell you each and every single one of them. The first one, which is this one here, is Lovable. Right, I utilized Lovable to generate the landing page for me. I used Claude to create the different brand requirements and all the different brand assets for my client. And I also use HighLevel to deploy the campaign for them. And you'll see right here, we had a total of 336 people on our event countdown. And also, I'll show you the exact email sequence that Claude helped me build to drive people to this as well. So first things first, guys, we needed to have a couple different components to this webinar. And if you ever go through Russell Brunson's system like ClickFunnels, you hear about funnel hacking, you hear about how to essentially make high converting funnels. I did the exact same thing, but I did it inside of an AI builder, and that allowed for me to build a very, very good looking funnel in a span of a couple of hours, right? And so you will see here that first what I did is I went into Claude, I gave it all of the brand assets such as their logo, any sort of pictures and everything else that they wanted to do, and I had it generate for me a brand profile, right? So I have that set, right? Funnel, like everything is all set. Here's their color scheme. Here's what I want it to look like. Here's everything else as well. But you will see I actually funnel hacked a little bit. We are building a punch you in the mouth landing page for Momentum Builder. This is the client. We are modeling this after Grant Cardone's killer funnels. Now, whether or not you like him or not, he's got great funnels. Okay, I like Grant Cardone, 10x book right behind me. I actually, for a while there, I screenshotted every single funnel that he ever had because I'm like, these are great funnels. I'm going to be able to use these someday. The actual funnel that I used to funnel hack for this one, I'll show you. I have the screenshots down here. Those sat on my phone for 3 years and finally got used. So you'll see here, I had Claude generate the copy content for Lovable, what I want. It provided everything. Here's the details of the event, and then you will start seeing right here. So I want to give you the funnel pictures that I have for Grant Cardone too, and you will see here's the screenshot, right? I don't know the exact date that this was taken, but obviously it was from a while ago, right? Let's see. This was January 24th. I think this was like last year or 2 years ago, right? And I gave it the exact screenshot of like, this is what I want the funnel to look like, right? I had the entire thing screenshot. Boom, boom, right there. Very similar to what I wanted the design to be, right? And so I was able to essentially log an existing high converting funnel and then have AI build a version of that for our clients, right? So again, I'm not stealing his exact design. I took elements of it that I really liked, and then I incorporated that into my funnel for these clients right here. So at the end of the day, what this did was it generated a fully fleshed out funnel. Now I've made some tremendous edits to it, like adding a countdown, doing a whole bunch of different things. But this is the funnel that Lovable generated for me. Okay. and you will see that it's going to follow a lot of the different parameters of the funnel that I funnel hacked from Grant Cardone's funnel, right? So as you kind of scroll, you're going to see that, wait, there are similarities. Check the blue, right? Check the blue. Again, tailor it for my client's copy, not what Grant Cardone has, right? You're going to see right here, does this look familiar? Right? So again, the main thing is you can utilize AI to help you create or essentially take some amazing elements from other funnels and then tailor them specifically for you. So that created this long form landing page where I was able to then have clients go to sign up and say, hey, here's the speakers at this event. Look, check this out right there. Let's see if I know I got that one right over here. Let's see what we got. I'll find it. So again, I took existing elements of a funnel that was absolutely crushing it, and I embedded those and utilized them to effectively build a brand new funnel for my clients, right? Now, once I go to here, right, you will see I actually did not leave the GoHighLevel form for the sign up. I kept the Lovable one because you can embed a webhook into this sequencing right here. Okay, you can keep the existing HTML format that Lovable or any of these other code-based builders build, and then I gave Lovable a secret webhook that whenever somebody fills out this form, that then fires into GoHighLevel, right? So now I have an inbound webhook right here as my trigger. It goes into the system right here, and you will see that we had two different things that was firing from this. So we had an inbound webhook as a trigger, and then anybody else who we tagged as this may RSVP. And you can see here I split these different conditions, right? So if you didn't know how to do this, you can actually split from a webhook trigger or from two different triggers. So workflow trigger is webhook, workflow trigger is contact tag, and then they enter and we add the go-to action, which then adds them into the countdown sequence like the email and all the other fun stuff. Okay, so again, one AI component built a crazy great looking landing page. GoHighLevel is my deployment system, which then allows for me to get into the system and do the countdown reminders, the text, all that other fun stuff. But even this confirmation email right here was generated with AI. Okay, so the next step that I want to show you is how to create really killer email templates, HTML email templates that then go to your clients, right? That then go out to your clients that look really great and everything else too. So inside of HighLevel, I went into the marketing tab and went to my emails. And I did templates, and you will see that we're already prepping for the next event, which is June 17th. But this one here, I created fully built out, fully fleshed out email templates for them in their brand voice with their color scheme, with their logo, all the other stuff, right? So what I did was I clicked on the Add New button, click Create a Blank Template, and then utilize GoHighLevel's code editor. All right, now if you haven't ever used this before, it can look a little scary, okay? It can look a little scary, and you're like, what the heck is all of this? This is just code, guys, and I'm going to show you real quick how you can utilize code to make a really solid looking email templates and utilize, again, AI to help you do it. So you will see here, this is Claude. I said, hey, Claude, I want to go ahead and build out some really cool email templates for this client right here. Can you go ahead and help me build them? And Claude will actually build out really solid on-brand email templates for you to use, and you just need to drop them into HighLevel, right? So again, these really nice email templates that are on brand, everything else ready to go. The only thing that you need to do is you would grab this, I can click control or just click copy, right? Go right back into the email sequence and paste, and then bang, got a super nice email template that is essentially ready to send out, right? So the only thing that you need to make sure is that you change your settings, you add your email subject, your from name, your to name, all of the information here, and you got a super solid email template, fully built out, fully ready to go, ready to deploy. Okay, now going back to the campaign, I'm going to just share a couple different things real quick. You will see that there is a lot of different emails. I think I prepared a total of, let's see, I think I prepared a total of 10 emails initially, and then we provided and we did 2 of them that were post webinar, right? So again, driving traffic to get tickets, driving traffic to get all the other ones as well, right? So these were the post webinar ones. I didn't put them in there. So, but these emails deployed after the webinar, right? A lot of people, they'll do their webinar and then they have no follow-up after the webinar. Well, during the webinar, the main thing that the client was going for is ticket sales to their live event, right? And so I utilized Claude to build these high converting email templates for me, utilizing coupon codes, which again took them to their main page, and that resulted in a ton of different value to the client where they were able to sell tickets to their live event coming up in October, right? Again, all of this was done with AI. I did not have to do some crazy coding stuff. I literally just said, hey, Claude, build this template, right? Send to the client. Client gives me the thumbs up, and then we go live, right? So again, if you're planning on doing any sort of webinar type sequences or brands or anything else like that, you might want to build some of these high converting templates and build them into Claude and add them to your marketing sequences here. Once they're built, all that you need to do is go into the email sequence, right? So 10 days before, you can select the template. I'll remove it, right? So let's go ahead and select existing template and then say, go to the 10-day before email template. Boom. Fully ready to rock, right? Fully ready to go, fully ready to send out, all ready for you, all done with AI. You don't need to worry about doing a whole bunch of different crazy editing or code or whatever else, right? That's all set and ready to go. Now, some of the other things too, because I've had people ask me, how do I create these event type countdowns? Basically what you do is you have you'll see I don't have a trigger on here. Everything actually fires from this one right here. Step 1, fill them out. And then we do an add to campaign right here, add to workflow, add to step 2. I always break this out so that way I could see, hey, who's doing this, who's doing what, all this other fun stuff, right? So again, those have been built. It's adding them to step 2. We have no trigger. So we have a set event start time. We set it for the start date of the webinar, and then we can build these wait actions, okay? And you will see right here, wait until a scheduled time or date is the action. So if you're looking at it and you're like, where do I go? Until a scheduled date and time, okay? You build that once, you select before, right? So again, start date is before right here. So here's your start date. So on the 17th, 10 days before, I want this email to come in, right? The next one is 7 days before I want this email to come in. Now this is important, guys. What happens if somebody signs up for your webinar and they have they entered 3 days before? I don't want them getting 10 days before, 7 days before. So there's an action right here that says skip all outbound communication actions until next wait time, okay? What this does is this effectively allows for you to have them enter any time, and then they will enter into the appropriate workflow, okay? So you'll see 2 people got stuck. That's okay. But ultimately, this allows for them to skip all outbound communication and wait until the start date of the event. Okay. So if you're going to build out any sort of countdown sequence or anything else like that, you can create these actions with a wait. And you will also see that there is an after section right here. Okay. That is where we have the post webinar attendee actions, right? Wait. We have a wait after, 2 days after, 3 days after, and then we can go ahead and effectively build those out. So you will see here that during the webinar sequence, we then implemented SMS. So we have 1 hour before, hey, jump on Zoom. 10 minutes before, we're going live in 10 minutes, right? And then this was the kicker. 10 minutes after Zoom, another SMS goes out because people go to get coffee. They forget, oh, shoot, I did sign up for this webinar. I'm all ready to go. And then you get stuck at the water cooler or get, making coffee or something. We want to remind them 10 minutes after. So you will see right here, appointment calendar event after is set, and 10 minutes after our event start time, another text message went out to everybody who attended. So again, guys, powerful stuff. All of this, as far as all the brand assets, except for their logo, all the pictures and everything, was built directly with AI. Claude helped me out tremendously on this one. It met a very happy client, right? We're now doing their next event, which is going to be the 17th, and I have already done their next webinar right here. Let's go, part 2. So again, all done with AI, guys. Again, you can utilize AI to help you funnel hack. You can use AI to help you create any sort of crazy looking email sequences, and then some other things as well. So again, a little bit longer video, guys. Hope this brought some value for anybody who's planning on running a webinar and how you guys can utilize AI to help you do that. It's tremendous. This is cheat code, guys. This is. I wish we had this years ago when I was manually having to make funnels and I'd spend days building a funnel like this. And now this was done in essentially an afternoon. So thank you guys. Appreciate you watching this video, and I will chat with you guys a little bit later. Thank you.